there it goes with that lag again. What's up, people? It's Anime 2 here to bring you a redirect to, um, I guess you can say the second half of The Devil's a Part-Timer episodes. I think it was 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so that's like 7 episodes, right? I think I'm right. We'll see. Anyway, you'll see in the description below. But yeah, overall, this series, I will admit, was indeed an enjoyable one. I really did enjoy it for the most part. The comedy was hilarious. The characters were fun as well as hilarious. To this very day, I still say Asiel is actually the most funniest character in this whole series. I throughout the majority of the series, I did not like Emilia. I'm sorry, I am not an Emilia fan. I will never be well, I wouldn't say I'll never, because you never know, but I was not really. I am not an Emilia fan, and I don't really like her. I definitely like Chio, not just because she's, but I also like her character because she's not the typical anime shy girl-ish kind of character. She is very like grounded, and she actually has a backbone when it comes to defending herself, when it comes to defending Mao when he's mistreated or being told off, like what Emilia did to him in the beginning. When I know I mentioned it, I think I did mention it in my previous review video for the last couple episodes, but when I still have to say that is the moment when Chio defended Mao from Emilia's constant like verbal abuse. That's the moment when I actually appreciated Chiho as a character, because she stood out from being just your typical shy anime girl to like this girl that actually gives a shit about the guy that she likes, that she would stand up for him. And honestly, I came to appreciate that in a character, because most female characters, anime wise, so don't get it twisted, guys, they usually just sit back and let the main dude handle it, which I'm not saying that's wrong. Guys, you should handle your business. Don't bring your women involved. But yeah, but it's just even though like it's not necessary, it was very much appreciated just to see that kind of act of defense, acting as someone like, oh look, if you're being attacked, I'm gonna stick with you through thick and thin. So it's like, I really did like that. Her character was honestly awesome. I thought she was great. I thought she was wonderful. Every time I saw her character develop into the series, I just thought she's just great. Emilia toward the end of the series got like, it made me think like, I knew from that last episode that she was gonna be with Mao. I knew the ship was confirmed the moment she blushed and smiled when Mao told her thank you, which I don't believe he's ever told her thank you throughout the majority of the series. I'm pretty sure he's never told her thank you once. So I think just that act of kindness he showed her, rather than constantly treating her as a chore or a hassle, brought her to like or put up with Mao a bit more, which I guess you can say that because he's being nice to her, it's only reasonable that she would be nice back now that he's showing some sense of appreciation. True, well, that could be true. I still not a huge fan of her. I feel like her character is... Look, I've dealt with tsundere kind of characters before, but my god, she was just borderline annoying. Like, she was hella annoying, and I couldn't stand her. Suzuhanaru, or what, the chick that's basically toward the end tried to kill Mao along with the help of the angel, the womanizer, the weirdo, the creepo. Yeah, him. I just thought that what was it? I'm just trying to point off that I even liked her character too. Excuse me. I liked her character too. She, even though honestly her character was very subtle, she was kind of like that very bland, monotone kind of character. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Those characters that don't really show that much expression. They're very monotone. They're very to themselves, and whenever they do express themselves, is very rarely, and it's mainly more in a very high stake, pressuring kind of situation. So yeah, there's definitely things like that going on. And I will have to say though that Um, I felt like as I was seeing this series that there was a sense of miss, almost like like it almost felt like there should have been a season 2, even though people tell me the series has been around for a long time and there is no other season 2. There's just the first season, and as I come to a close, I just felt like there was a whole lot missing. Is Mao ever gonna go back to Isla or whatever you call that world? Um, what is Amelia's decision? Like, is she gonna continue stalking Mao, or is she finally gonna have confidence in him and treat him as a friend? Because I've noticed she never once considered him as a friend, even though she hasn't really acted like midway going on into the series. She didn't really treat him as an enemy no more. She just treat him as an acquaintance, I guess you could say, but she never fully acknowledged Mao as a friend, which I felt like was established toward the end. Even though no words were said, that little act of, like, she was happy. She was happy with what she said, and because of that, it made it feels like it's like this. It's like, okay, he accepted me, and that made me happy, so I feel like I have to accept him back. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So with that, I truly did enjoy her character, so much so. Everything about that situation was just great. I wouldn't be against, like, honestly seeing another season, or even considering reading the manga if the manga is finished, or if it's more ahead than the anime. By the way, tell me, guys, how much of the material shown in the anime is canon to the manga, or is everything or majority of what was in the anime just basically filler or not even canon? Please let that be known. Please let that be known in the comment section below. Lucifer was honestly, he just acted as, like, he was just, for me, he was just there. The only role he played is when he acted as an antagonist against Mao, but that was easily settled with. And toward the end, you can say there was a sense of redemption with how he acted in betraying Alba and tricking him just to help out Lucifer, just to help out Satan. But honestly, his character didn't really contribute so much after his little arc was finished. It's like, once that arc with him was finished, he's just there to act as another supporting role toward our main cast, because that's all he was. He was just a supporting role, nothing more than that. And I couldn't help but just wonder that that's basically it for his character. Like, obviously, Amelia is still her character is still early on. Mao's character is still being fleshed out. Even Shiho's character, there's a lot to be desired in her character, and I feel like they have a lot more to go on with her, other than just being the simple, oh, she likes Mao and that's all it to her. No, there isn't. She is the only other human character, or I think the only human character, that knows that Amelia, Mao, Lucifer, ACL, and freaking Suzuhana, or whatever her name is, are not in fact completely human. Amelia is closer to human than anything else. I think the other girl is too, but it's like, she knows of what they are. She is the bridge between the modern day Japan and what goes on in Esta Isla. She was even able to sense and hear and understand their native language. I'm not sure if she understands it, but I got that impression when I saw how she acted with the other characters as they started to further reveal who they are and what they are. So yeah, I feel like Chiyo could definitely play a stronger role if they ever released a second season, a movie, or wherever the situation it is in the manga. But yeah, so definitely curious. So I'm honestly, even though Mao and Amelia definitely are the driving force of the series and my main overall attention, Chiho is honestly up there with them too. So I definitely want to see more Chiyo, more Amelia, despite how much I didn't like her. But she's literally, like Mao, she is the purpose of this series. with her, the way her character interacts with Mao and the way how she is developed with Mao will determine where this plot will lead. Will she try to kill Mao? Will she try to lowball him? What will she do? You know what I mean? Mao is also a mystery because even though he's like, oh, I'm gonna rank up in the human world and conquer it, bro, you're just working at McDonald's and making a decent salary. Not to mention, you just raised up in the position, and it's like, I mean, is he trying to take over modern day Japan through McDonald's? Dude, if that was the case, that shit is hilarious then. That would be absolutely hilarious. But other than that, I truly think there's more. I truly think there is more of his intent. I mean, he could simply just be the run-of-the-mill good guy and developed as a good guy because of all his time he spent on the modern day of Japan. So, and as I feel like that's what it was. I feel like his character, the moment Emilia found out that Mao was in the human, like the moment she found him, it's like it's already established. All that negativity, all that evil present, all that all that evil ambition has vanished from his life, and he truly has become a better person. Like, he truly is trying to just find his place in this world and just enjoy kind of a peaceful time. Because when you think about it, he saved human people. If he didn't save him, then yeah, his character would be questionable. But no, he goes out of his way not only to stop whatever threat is in his way, he even goes so far as to help the people around him and even repair the damages done to the world thanks to the issues from Esta Isla, or yeah, whatever the world's called. So in my opinion, I feel like Mao's character, for the most part, is established and he has no ill will toward this world, and he's basically just wants to live his life out in peace. That's the impression I got from him. Emilia, her character is still developing. We don't know. I mean, like I said, toward the end, it feels like there's hope that she is going to be... that she likes Mao, she accepts him as a friend, and they're only going to get better from there on out. That's why I feel like this whole season 1 of The Devil's a Part-Timer, it really just felt like things were just developing. It feels more like an origin story, and I feel like the real meat, the real material we've been wanting is yet to come. It just feels like this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we still need to see the whole dang enchilada. So it's like, I know I'm saying that a lot, but I apologize, but limited English, so calm yourself with me. I just feel like there's so much more this story can go into. Even though it could simply stick to as a simple comic relief. Oh, and by the way, Asiel, yes, I say he's the funniest character, and I will admit, at this point, he's just a supporting role for Mao. He's the biggest supporter for Mao, while at the same time, he's just meant to make this shit funny. He's really just meant to make the whole series one giant, hilarious series. It's just gravy. He doesn't need to change. He's fine the way he is. Give this man a break. Stop making him live in the toilet every damn the way he's always in the toilet, and oh my god, ACL, bro, just stay the way you are. You're just fine the way you are, bro. I just gotta say that. But yeah, that's it. I really wanted to cover on The Devil's a Part-Timer. I really did enjoy this series. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was hilarious, great, definitely a fun time. Thank you for the one that suggested this series. I love it, and I wish there was more to the series, because I really am. Once again, I feel like I only got a taste of this series, and I still want more. But yeah, questions. In this whole series, if there was at least one character if there's one character you would add to the series based on Like, okay, how about this? This sounds more better. If there was one character you want to bring in, if there were to make a second season, who would it be? And it could be any character, even characters that we haven't really gotten enough character development, like the two new ones that came through the portal. One of them, Alba, Lucifer, I'm just saying, his character is dead. Unless he gets more screen time. Well, he always gets screen time, but he's honest. His character has, there's nothing left for him. So I'm not sure what can they possibly do with Lucifer other than I don't know. I really don't know. So we'll see on that. Question 2. Let's see. Damn. What would be a decent question? I'm trying to figure that out. What was your initial thoughts? Like, what was the number one thing that went through your mind the moment you saw that last little scene between Mao and Emilia in the rain, where like Mao told Emilia thank you and she smiled and blushed? Were you thinking the same thing I was thinking, or you had a different interpretation? If you did, please explain what it is. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, because I feel like that was a huge turning point for Emilia, just for them just to like end the series just like that. Once again, I strongly feel like there should be a season 2, and if there is, you guys need to tell me ASAP. And if there's a trailer for it, I will react to it. So please, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. I'm about to be 17 minutes long in this shit. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction as well as the review. Last thing I want to say before I cut this video off completely, the last 2 episodes, episodes 12 and 13, there's an echo in my voice. Hopefully that doesn't bug you. I apologize for that. That issue is already fixed, so you don't need to worry about it. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. It really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys on future reactions. Peace. I felt like there was one more thing I wanted. Oh yeah, the full reaction links are in the description below, so make sure to check in the descriptions if you want the full length, unedited, uncut reactions. So yeah, definitely check in the description below for all that. Yeah, that's it. Peace.